Hi, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Obamacare and my feelings towards it. I recently gave them a call because I did my application online and then I was unable to get into the system, and so I fell into the bracket where I could still sign up before April 15th. Well, when I called, I spoke with somebody who could like barely speak English, and they were like very slow, and they didn't seem very educated about it. Basically, I basically told them on the phone, I was like, so basically Obamacare is you pay for it, you never go see a doctor just so you don't get taxed at the end of the year. And I'm going to tell you, the person did agree somewhat. You know, they just quickly changed the subject, so to say. So anyway, I was really frustrated by the person on the phone because, like I said, he was so uneducated and like he was trying his best, and believe that. But I basically was like, so I have this high deductible and I have a high premium. So like, when am I ever going to be able to afford to go see a doctor just to get my regular checkups as a woman, like a pap smear, go to the dentist and get a cleaning and get cavities filled or whatever. Like, with Obamacare, when am I going to be able to use that? Like, where are all the answers to all these questions that people have? And, it just moves so quickly. And it was like, you have to do this, you have to do that. Like, but what I'm doing right now is I signed up for my own insurance through ICAN. It's ICAN, ICAN. They're basically like an agency that helps you find insurance, and they work with Blue Cross, Blue Shield. They work with major healthcare. So they ended up signing me up for insurance called I believe it's called Acerta, and it works really well. I haven't yet to use it, but it starts on May 1st, and I'll keep everybody posted on how it works and everything. And if anybody, has any questions or anything, just leave a comment, and hopefully I'll be able to answer it for you, because I do believe that everybody should be insured, but I don't think Obamacare is the only answer. Now, I will tell you that my insurance will not cover for Obamacare, so I will still have to pay my fine, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the $95 this year. What I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and see how it works this year for people, and if good results happen and things change, I will definitely sign up for it next year. But until then, I'm going to stick with the insurance that I have now, and hopefully it'll work out for me. And hopefully other people out there, if Obamacare has done anything, I hope it's made people realize that it is good to get insured, whether you're 18, you're 21, whatever. It's good to be able to get your checkups and take care of yourself when you're young, so you can avoid situations when you get older. And I will tell you, it was really, really disturbing when I was speaking with somebody probably about back here around like March of 2013, when this whole thing was going on with Obamacare, and they said, so you're like 27, right? So how many times are you going to actually go to the doctors? How many times are you going to be sick? And I was like so offended by that. I was like, excuse me. I'm 27 years old. Like, I want to take care of myself. It's not about, will I get cancer? Am I going to be dying in a hospital when I'm 27? Most likely not. But there are people who are struggling right now. And who's to say that I don't have something wrong with me? I haven't seen the doctors for like 6 years now. So, I believe that everybody should be insured. Everybody should be able to have the right to get their teeth cleaned, because, for an example, my grandmother had an infection in her tooth, and it went to her heart, and that caused her to get open heart surgery because the infection moved to her heart, and she had to get, I believe it was a cow valve or whatever, I'm not too sure, but that was scary. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't take care of yourself, especially in your mouth and your teeth, like, you're going to be in trouble. And it's just sad to see that we live in, like, a country that is just so about money and materialistic things. It's not about helping each other and doing the right things. And I was a medical assistant for probably about 4 years, from like 18 to 22, and I worked for different doctors. I worked for like a little emergency center, and then I worked for a pediatrics office, which I'll tell you, there are some really good doctors out there, and I've worked for some really, really good doctors and people who actually care and work with like Medicaid and stuff, and the less fortunate or whatever. But the last doctor I'd worked for, You can actually like Google him online. His name was Dr. Lorisanis, and he practices in Georgia, I believe, the Norcross area. He locked a patient in the room because they didn't have money to pay for the services. And anyway, so I worked for this guy, and I worked in the back office, and I was pretty much responsible for everything. I was getting paid like $12 an hour. This was back in like 2010, around there. And you know, it was like interesting because the doctor would tell me, he'd say, Whitney, don't tell them how much it's going to be, just go do it, and then I'll bill them and whatever. And then they would go up to the receptionist, and they'd have to pay. And then there would be people going up there like, this is my bill? How come nobody told me this was how much it was going to cost? So like towards the end of me working there, you know, I started being honest with people. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to have them flip out on me in the back or beat my butt while the doctor is in the back, you know, eating his food, and, you know, we have to deal with all the drama. So anyway, and then, you know, at that office, there was a time where a lady came in to get, it's like some type of plastic surgery procedure or whatever, and the doctor told me with everybody that came in who was like involved with plastic surgery, to tell them, oh, you look good, you look good, you look good, even if they look like Michael Jackson. No offense, MJ, I love you, but, you know, like, you just know that they shouldn't be getting any more work done on their face. And it was like such a scandal, you know, so like that's when I kind of stopped working for the medical field, because I realized that it was like almost like a lot of politics and a lot of scams, you know what I mean? So back to kind of my point, you know, it's like we live in a country that is so like about money and about what can I get from this person. You know, we're not good people, you know what I mean? Like, we take and take and take, and we don't give. Now, yes, there are good people out there. I'm one of those people who will, like, give anything to anybody. If I see a homeless person, I'm going to give them some money. That's just the way I am, period. You know what I mean? But I think that we need to come together as people and start doing what is right and start helping each other. And, you know, that's why I'm coming on here and talking about Obamacare. And if anybody needs any help with insurance or needs any guidance, I'm here. I can't answer everything, but I am a little bit educated on the insurance part, so, you know, feel free to leave comments or even advice, whatever you'd like. So that's it. Thank you.